YouTube, what's going? Man, I got another one, man. Look, man, like, comment, subscribe, man. Tap that notification bell, man, so you can be alerted, man, when we really get on these motherfuckers dropping these gems and shit, you feel? But I'm just gonna go ahead and jump straight into it, man. I'm finna tell y'all about this one time I had made a bad decision. But in the end, I came out on top due to God's will. You know what I mean? But I definitely learned from the situation. So here you go. So, this back when I was in high school, man. I was in my senior year, man. I wasn't really going to school like that because I was on a road program. You know what I mean? When I was in 12th grade and shit, I was finna get ready to graduate. I needed me a job. I give me some money, man. So I started taking care of myself. But anyway, it was there one particular day. I ain't go to school. I ain't go to school at all. Matter of fact, I ain't even go to school that day. So I stayed in the house all the way. I ain't had to work or nothing. I stayed in the house all the way to about 7 o'clock. I stayed in the house. I waited for the other niggas who I used to hang with get out of school. You feel me? In the neighborhood. I waited for them to get out of school because shit was dead when nobody was at home and wasn't nothing going on. So I dozed off. I wake up probably about 7 o'clock. You know what I mean? It was getting dark early, so it was already dark when I woke up. So as soon as I get up, I put on all black and goddamn, I'm out the door. Head to the spot. When I head to the spot, they already lit. You feel me? They lit like they been doing this shit since 2 o'clock earlier that day. It's just like I'm just now getting there, so I'm late. But as soon as I tap on the garage door and raise that motherfucker up, everybody like, hey. My first step in, I see 3 bottles. They passed me bottles and blunts and bitches everywhere. They got live music going on and everything, man. So I let the garage door down. We probably sitting there for like an hour with some change. About an hour with some change go by, right? Next thing you know, we hear about 3 niggas beating on the garage. Boop, 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 boop. So one of my partners who had the nigga who house it, well, he jumped up with the fire, said, ah, and hit that bitch like, oh shit, what the fuck going on? So I'm already knowing like it probably one of these, these niggas, they probably on some more shit. So when we hit the garage door, raise it up, it 3 of us, our other partners, they running, they sweat, they breathing hard. Bro, we got on one, bro. We got on one, bro. We just need a whip. We got on one, bro. We trying to figure out what these niggas talking about. Bro, we got us a lick, bro. We got us a lick, bro. We just need a whip. And then back when niggas was paying money for them flats and them all the electronics, niggas was paying money for that shit. So if you get that shit and you steal that shit and you gonna sell that shit, you gonna make you some cash. So these niggas like, but all we need is a whip. All we need is a whip. So I go get the whip. I'm the only one who had the whip. I go get the whip. Come back. We got damn load up. And mind you now, I ain't never really just been no die-hard street nigga, but I always held hung with the niggas who was on that. You feel me? Like, and I get at the 2, ain't no bitch ass nigga, ain't nothing bitch about me or nothing. But anyway, so I go get the whip. We load up. It's 4, it's me, my partner in the passenger seat, 2 niggas in the back. Well, the nigga on the left side, on the right side, he jump in that motherfucker with a cup of liquor, a glass full of liquor. He drunk as hell already. We try to tell him, man, hell nah, bro, you can't go, bro, you can't go. He like, man, I don't want to go through on that drunk ass shit. Man, y'all niggas can't put me out on it, man. How y'all niggas go crowd me out? Y'all niggas crowd me out of shit. We looking at this nigga like, bro, you was drunk, bro. Your ass gonna get caught, bro. You gonna get hurt or something gonna happen to you. You drunk, bro. We finna go do this shit and get the hell on. So he didn't want to get out the car, so he was holding up the mission. So I just said, fuck it. He pulled off. I look at bro in the driver's seat, because they had done hit the lick earlier that day. They just couldn't get everything. So he telling me, like, bro, it's just right up the street, bro. You ain't even finna drive 10 minutes. I'm like, all right, where is it? Where is it? Yeah, right up there in front of the school. So that's the first mistake. When he said in front of the school, I should say, man, you know what? Hell no, I'm not doing it. Fuck it. We just gonna have to take the L this time. I should have said that, but I didn't. I said, all right, come on, let's go with the move. So I pull up in front of the school and bag in. So up under the like how the school set up. School sit like this, straight. Houses on this side of the street, and in front of the school, it's like a big ass yard, but it's an area over here where you can like it's like concrete where you can bag in it. It ain't no lights in there right there. Well, it wasn't no lights right there then, but now it is. But I bagged in right there. So everybody get out of the car. He like the house right here. So we go on in the house. The first thing I grabbed the flat screw, it was like I think it was like a 54 inch. I grabbed that motherfucker. As soon as I grabbed that motherfucker, I head out the door. Cause I know I'm finna get about 300-400 for this. And I need this shit cause the new J about to come out, man, and all that type of shit. So I'm trying to get fresh. I'm trying to, you know what I mean? Woo. I need that. I go ahead and grab mine and go ahead and get out. My other partner, he grabbed the computer. He grabbed the computer, the damn monitor. He grabbed all the shit. I'm like, damn, bro. You could have just sold that shit like you had to grab the wire stick. Somebody want that bitch there by the computer. They just by the wire later. They're like, man, fuck that shit. So me and him come out the house. I make it to the car first. When I make it to the car, I put my TV in the back seat, and he got there and started loading his computer in the trunk and shit. So now while he put his shit in the trunk, I'm cranking the car up because I'm waiting on the rest of the other two niggas come on out. One on drunk, the other one got down. He about to know what the fuck going on. So the one that about to know what the fuck going on, he come out. So when he come out, I see him. When I see him, he come on, he make it real. He get closer to the car. I'm gonna say he was still a little far distant, but he got closer. I'm gonna just say this. He didn't get close, he just moved out the way. When he moved out the way, I seen a goddamn car riding up real slow. I couldn't tell at first what it was. I was thinking to myself, it's just somebody just passing by. They probably see us and like, damn, these niggas stupid in here. But as the car kept on coming, the street light hit the side of that motherfucker. When it hit the side of that motherfucker, that shit said in slow motion, police. I'm like, boy, what the fuck? I had to double time, I had to look again. That shit said, police. The light hit that shit in slow motion. That shit said, police. I said, bro, 12. That shit was so crazy. So, as soon as I said 12, goddamn Mario, my partner Mario, he got down, grabbed the damn keys out of the car. When he grabbed the keys, I had already took out running. When he grabbed the keys, I looked up. Something just told me to look up, and I seen the keys just flying, and I reached up and grabbed them bitches, took off. Mario came right behind. We getting the fuck on, boy. Fuck 12. They ain't catching another night. You can have the car out, that shit. Fuck 12, though. So, bro, on God, I swear to God, I'm running so fucking fast, bro. My breath couldn't catch up with my leg. So, I probably was running fast as hell for a good 5 goddamn minutes, bro. 5 minutes. I'm talking about I'm getting it, everything I got. After them 5 minutes, it was over with. Cause mind you, now we were drinking and smoking. And I've been smoking for a little minute now, so I ain't got no wind. So I'm telling you, bro, in the middle of the pursuit, I'm talking about the pursuit ain't even really a pursuit yet, it's still a prayer. Nigga, in the middle of the pursuit, I had to stop running, bend over, bro, kept my goddamn bro, boy. I felt like I was finna fall out of that motherfucker, boy. When Mario kept running, he kept running. He turned around and looked back. He ain't see me. He like, bro. I'm like, bro, go ahead, bro. Fuck that shit, bro. I let 12 Kevin, bro. Go on, bro. You don't need to get caught, bro. I'm tired. I can't run no goddamn more, bro. I smoked too goddamn much. He like, bro, bring your ass on, bro. What the fuck is you talking about? Bro, your ass finna go to chain. I said, bro, go ahead. I'm trying to tell you. Man, this man came back for me, bro. That's why I love this nigga to this day, bro. This man came back for me, bro. And put my arm over his shoulder. And nigga, we got through that shit, boy. Man, shout out to my nigga Mario, man, for real, man. But after that shit, we made it back to the garage. Mind you, now, I don't left my car. It's a TV in that bit. Mario had, it's a computer in the trunk, right? And I don't know what happened to them niggas. Me and Mario made it back to the goddamn garage. So we in a safe place. We cool. So about 10 minutes later, We already knew it was somebody. We knew it wasn't the police. We ready to goddamn garage. He came in and be sitting there, be there right quick. He was like, boy, I got the fuck away, buddy. They got the computer cord, man. Who the fuck had all them goddamn cords? I was like, I told your stupid ass not to put all them cords in the way. He was like, man, that shit got stuck on my goddamn foot, man. I had to take my shoe off. We looked down at this nigga's feet. He ain't got number one shoe. He got one shoe on. The other one gone, and the socks ripped. And his socks wet. That shit wet with brown specks and shit on him. We like, boy, your ass done got away, boy. He like, boy, they got Chip, boy. They got Chip, boy. I'm like, damn. So now, everybody posted. We in here go. We like, damn, what the fuck going on? So, by this time, the folks got helicopters in the air. They got police walking around the neighborhood in groups with dogs and all that type of shit, bro. We didn't even know all this shit was going on, so somebody said, boy, Ed, you better call your daddy. I was like, for what? He was like, boy, call him and let him know what the fuck going on, bro. So I'm like, dang, I got to call him, bro. I ain't want to, but I had to. So I called and said, hey, Dad. I tried to come up with a finesse, but my dad a real street nigga, bro, for real, bro. So all that finesse shit, you can't even finesse it because he don't been around it all in life, bro. So I come up with a lie. I'm like, man, I went in the store, right? And when I came back out, niggas was pulling off in the car. I don't know what happened to that motherfucker. So when I first told him, the first thing he did, bust out laughing. He was like, come on, bro, tell me what the fuck going on, bro, so I can know how to help you. So I had to goddamn just go ahead. I still didn't even tell him. I still was trying to lie. So after that, I called Mom Dukes. When I called Mom Dukes, she was like, just stay where you at. Your uncle is gonna come get you. It was her sister's husband. She was like, he gonna come get you. Just stay where you at. Where you at? I had to tell her where I was at. So about 10 minutes later, he pulls up, right? And I jumped and dive in the back seat, closed the door right quick. So he pulled me around back to the house. So now I'm back at home. It seemed like the whole family in that motherfucker, man. I walk up in that motherfucker looking like a goddamn we already know you did, and come on and just sit down and tell her what the hell happened. That's how I was looking when I walked in that motherfucker. Everybody was in that bitch. So it's like I'm in the interrogation room with my family and shit. So I finally get there. My daddy pulled up. He coming out. He come in there. He said, now tell me what the hell done happened. So I had to go ahead and tell him what the fuck had done went down. Woo the woo. Then we hit a lick. 12 pulled up when we were coming out of the house. Woo the woo. And that's how it happened. It just went in there. They were around them motherfuckers looking for us and shit. They only got one of them, but they didn't get the rest of it. So, I mean, that motherfucker like, damn, so my daddy telling me all this shit that a nigga don't want to hear. But your ass gonna have to sleep in the closet, because you know if they look in the goddamn blinds and they see your ass, yeah, they can coming out. So, I'm like 17, dude. I'm eating all this shit. I'm like, but you for real, nigga? So, put control. All this shit blowed over, man. They just caught one of us. And the one that they did caught, he was a real solid ass nigga, man. R.I.P. to my boy Chip, man. I'll never forget Chip, bro. So, when the shit happened, Chip goddamn, I think he had once and shit anyway. So, they just went on and took him to jail. So, when trial came for that shit, the people had called us. Mind you, now, I don't know how the hell they got my number and shit, but they were calling my mama and shit. I don't know how the hell they got my number, how they knew I was involved. I don't know none of that shit. Because after I made it to the house, I was scotch-free. I ain't hear shit else about that shit. It's just out of the blue, the lawyer had called, one of the public defenders had called my mama and said, yes, ma'am, were you Elvis Thomas' mom? And she was like, yeah. She was like, well, we got one of the suspects that did a home invasion. Your son was a part of it, so I'm just gonna tell you like this: if the one that we caught, if he go ahead and take take the rap for all of it, then you won't have to come to court. But if you don't, you will. So I'm like, damn. My mama, she got it on speakerphone, so I'm listening just like she. So, and court was in 2 days. So, boom. 2 days passed. That morning, the dude called and said, well, Mr. Thomas, you're going to have to come to court. I'm already thinking like, damn, I'm finna go to chain gang, boy. I'm finna go to prison, bro. That's all I'm thinking. I'm finna go to prison. I'm like, it's my first time get caught, you know what I mean? I'm just finna go ahead and take my lick, bro, and go on and go. Fuck it. So, they told her, they were like, yo, you gonna have to, cause I went to start getting dressed and everything. I ain't got there, put on the slacks and all that, but square tips, all that. I'm goddamn, damn, man. Fuck. So we get in the car, we start heading to goddamn Clayton County. When we get to the top of the goddamn street, this ain't nothing but the Lord, bro. When we get to the top of the street to get on the main street where the lick was hit at, I'm talking about Monduke. And then stopped at the stop sign, looked both ways, and proceeded to move forward. When she proceeded to move forward, they called us back and said, well, Mr. Thomas and Miss Thomas, you guys don't have to come to court. Chip, he took the rap. I was like, boy, that's a real one. Chip, R.I.P. to you, bro. You a real one, bro. Forever, bro. I forever love you, bro. On God. On God, I forever love you, bro. For real, for real. R.I.P. Chip, man. For real, man. It's been some years since he done passed away, but still, bro, R.I.P. my motherfucking brother, man. Because if it wasn't for him, bro, I probably had him with the chain gang, bro. That man got there stood on his 10, bro. That's a real man, bro. That nigga Chip, that's a real nigga, bro. It's a whole bunch of more shit me and Chip had that did. But goddamn, we were too smooth. We didn't get caught for all the rest of that shit. But I just had that shit on my mind, man. I didn't want to get that shit out of my mind, man. But I learned the lesson I learned from that shit, though, was stay the fuck out of people's shit. If it ain't yours, man, leave that shit alone, bro. Oh, God. We gone.